Ask Mom and Rob if they want something. Alright, can you put this in the trash bin? Right behind your face. Oh. I'm losing my mind, Sean. Somewhere to... I think I just buried it.
Alright.
Hi.
Okay.
You had ice cream today, and you did. So now I gave you one.
By this door.
By what? At the store?
Yes.
By what? At the store? Is your pool fill okay, honey? Now I have something for you to sleep in. If I can
Have you want to read it?
figure out.
Alright, what's going on, guys?
me
Just real quick, I need to make some changes. And I can't do this before the stream starts anymore because for some reason YouTube Studio takes me to this unfamiliar territory now, and whenever I try to set up my stream there, it doesn't work. It doesn't follow through. So I gotta start. So now I gotta start the stream, go into the stream, go to edit it, then I gotta make the changes I need to make to it. So yeah, it's a mess. And of course, file's not an image.
Hey, man.
All right, we're gonna have to do this the goody way here.
Yes.
Let's take your shirt off.
Alright, we're back, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Camera. Let's be repositioned right there. Alright. So. The reason why I'm doing this stream right now is because most nights I would be playing Dead by Daylight right now. But I don't know if you can tell how swollen this big toe is, but I'm currently going through some gout and I'm not in the mood to play anything right now. So I'm hoping something that's easy for me to just kind of sit back and just watch some videos might help. So, oh crap. Okay, here we go. So, we're gonna get caught up on. I'm hoping 5 more videos, but I'm gonna at least do 4. I'm gonna hope for 5, but we'll do it at least 4. So the first video that we're gonna be starting out with tonight is from King Frostmare. Scary videos that'll freeze down your August nights. As you can tell, that's how far behind I am on these videos. It's September. And I'm looking at videos that'll freeze down your August nights. So, with our display capture turned on, my nerve impulse is up to a 15.5 out of 10. Let's do this.
It's time for a new bunch of scary videos. And I hope you're all ready. You're all excited like you guys, so I found them on the internet.
Alright, hold on, I can't hear much.
Like in the comments. And
There we go.
buckle up and stay frosty.
Good 70.
Again.
Sent by Christina White. And it's a snippet of a discussion about extending unemployment insurance benefits, which aired a few weeks ago. Christina says, I was watching this video last night. Something caught my attention. It was the time stamp. A shadow figure walks behind her young hands. Please take a look. Well, that's just certainly does look mysterious to me. Flames are placed right before a wall. It's very unlikely that an actual person is without touching them. And furthermore, the shadows move quickly. Was it a reflection? What else could be a reflection?
Alright, I'm ruling out reflection right away because if it was a reflection, it would also be casting off on the flags. As deep and darkened as that shadow is, yeah, it should be casting on the flags as well if it's a reflection. I don't have an explanation. That's a weird one already to start this off with. Awesome.
Watching TV
Was that fun,
is something
Cindy?
that many of us like to do,
Mela,
mostly to
was this fun?
relax and unwind from a stressful day at work. Or simply
Mela,
because we enjoy
was this
it.
fun?
Following has been shared by those who engage the sun. States that he was simply watching a show.
Did you have fun?
Heard weird noises stemming from his bedroom. A bit weirded out, he grabbed his phone and recorded towards the bedroom door, and he couldn't believe what he saw.
Oh yeah, I saw this clip.
I'll just take the card. I will
right over. This was something that Gorge had never experienced before. His return to Reddit
We need to watch this too.
that was
We're talking
revealed,
again before you
the
start.
eyes disappeared into thin air after a few moments.
Wow.
But what was going on here?
Wow.
Was it maybe an animal? He hasn't mentioned that it was only one. So if it wasn't an animal,
Hey, don't put it on the window, silly.
paranormal incident perhaps.
Did you take a nap earlier, sweetheart? Hey, Mia.
Alright guys, I'm gonna say this right now guys, because of how my toe is right now, and to speed this up a bit, we're gonna, any clips that I've already seen, I'm gonna just skip.
About
This is a
Telefied.
It has been shared by
Ow.
apparently it features a female that has been captured in home surveillance one night. Ruth is stating she's human, but what if there are more people like her living in the wilderness? Maybe up there.
I've seen this
So,
clip.
can you be sure about that?
Yeah, this clip.
That
You
this
still want a warm blanket, honey?
expects the
Which
question.
one? Do you want mommy or daddy's?
What?
You want mommy's blanket?
What?
I'm talking to you.
Sounded like you said daddy, so. Yeah, if I remember, my conclusion was just a crazed woman who's just off her meds.
Telefied.
Hey guys, if you wish to support me to enjoy many more videos, please consider
Can I go
becoming
to
a
sleep?
member and joining my channel. Colasso
Oh, good
F
night.
Orange.
Can your mama get a hug goodnight?
Another CCTV recording that was captured by David Lacroix. He sent me a message on Facebook and told me that a ghost, apparently,
Good
found
night.
in the adult store. It is unfortunately
The heck kind of. You hear how he says
Can
adult?
we get a hug
Adult.
please?
Adult. I mean, I know that he's foreign and has a different pronunciation, but I just have to point out it sounded funny to me. So that was worth a good laugh. A good laugh. Thank you. Yeah, make fun of my English too, because I pronounce laugh with a T at the end. Laughed.
unknown. It was himself or friends that had recorded it at the time. Yet, all of them seem to see it on the CCTV recording and watching it together a bit later. Let's see.
What are you watching, honey? You watch what?
I watched this one.
Oh. Can you turn the volume down? That's a little loud. When we have to do it, the button came off.
Right there. Well, we saw it slow down. So it went over here, it went over there, and then it went this way.
No,
But
no,
on here,
no, wait.
like it's huge though. Look at the flash off. Yeah, it's right there. Oh my god, it's a blur. It's moving that way. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hold on. I can't go to the corner. I have no thing.
That's pretty creepy. I mean, even spirits, they gotta get their kicks off somehow as well.
So, what's going on here? It's a pretty small object.
Just
Camera.
a ghost that wanted some silicones and a dildo.
Like one of the ladies has pointed out. But how did they notice?
Video of a ghost in an adult store. So yeah, I have to make these jokes, otherwise, there's no point in doing these.
It in the store then at the time? Maybe a light anomaly. Hard to say.
Too loud.
Too loud or too soft? Too loud or too quiet?
Now we'll check out the security footage of Claudia White, who has shared a creature.
I've seen this video. Actually, in fact, during my last stream.
Crawler-looking being captured on my mother's.
I couldn't find an explanation for this one. Camp Nightmare.
This video has been sent by Stephen Adams, and it features urban explorer Josh, who ventured to an abandoned Christian children's camp. The camp was abandoned. Nobody but him and two of his friends were at the premises. They made sure before checking out some of the facilities. And this can always be dangerous, as you can imagine. Let's see what he could capture.
Really?
First call, wake up, shower time. 8:45 a.m. They're going to
I
church.
understand. How do you, how long have you felt this way?
Lunch is at 2 p.m. Free time is at 7 p.m.
How long have you felt this
Prayer
way?
at 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. They're doing your prayer. And lights
How
out
long
by
have you
11.
felt this way?
That's what this is.
No.
Just summertime.
How about yes?
Speaking of Lyme disease.
No.
How about yes?
No.
How about yes?
No.
Yes. You mean that? Yes.
After checking out some of the bunk beds and other abandoned houses within that camp, they come across a curious little camper. And it is in there that they should make a really weird discovery after watching their recording.
Oh, this one. Yep, hand hits the skylight.
Noticed it. Look at the ceiling window. There appears to be a hand. He's tapping on the glass.
Alright guys, next one is 11 scary videos that are freaking the internet out.
The internet is freaking out over these scary videos because most people think these videos are real. Number 11. This bizarre video was taken while exploring the woods of Amherst, Massachusetts, in a place that's known for witch sightings and strange ritualistic activity. Someone, perhaps a group, has carefully arranged branches into a makeshift hut. The leaves have mostly fallen off, but it's easy to see how this could have been some kind of shelter during the warmer months. Inside are hanging ornaments of twisted twigs bound together into strange symbols. These stones are all about the same size and have been laid at the base as part of a possible ritual. While further inspecting the hovel, they catch a strange figure running away from the hut into the woods at full speed, but they dare not pursue lest they want a hex placed on their head. Number 10. This
That's
video
creepy.
of the
Whoa!
bridge in Japan looks like one of the scariest places in the world to drive over, and has the internet freaking out. It resembles a terrifying roller coaster more than a bridge, but I found a video of someone going over it, and while the ride is creepy, it's probably not as bad as you thought. I just wanted to show what going over this bridge is really like, since the video went viral not too long ago. The reason why the bridge is built like this is to give extra room for boats to go under. It makes sense, but doesn't really make it any less scary, especially if you already have a fear of bridges to begin with. Number 9. A weird security video from
What?
Eastern Nigeria has been freaking people out since October of
Cat just disappeared. Like, just disappeared out of thin air.
2019. Animals seem to disappear in this haunted alleyway, and then it happens to someone who they've long suspected of being a witch. I think these security guards were bored and playing a joke. Notice how the yellow playback bar suddenly skips ahead whenever something disappears. It's pretty obvious that some editing has occurred. So my final analysis is no, this...
Okay, yeah, you know, good eyes, Chills, because I didn't spot that. I didn't spot that, so that's good. Those are good eyes. Fake.
This video is not real.
Fake.
What do you think, though?
Fake.
Number 8. The abandoned boys are exploring a haunted forest where some scary things are said to lurk late at night. They reach a mysterious clearing, and while searching through the tall grass, they somehow miss a figure in blue robes standing right in front of the camera at 12 seconds. 14 seconds later, the same figure has somehow teleported and now stares them down. In this alleged witch sighting caught on camera in the woods, a woman is hunched over and appears to have her robes pulled over her head. She moves slowly, and assuming this is real and not one of their friends, no doubt has a curse or two waiting for them upon her touch. Her very image itself might be cursed, and could explain why the video has lost most of its quality. Number 7. There's a road in Horten, Switzerland that defies all explanation according to some, and a lot of people have been nervously checking it out. Here's the deal. If you go to this stretch of mountainous highway on Google Maps, it looks pretty normal at first, but don't look up unless you want a scare. This is when the scenery goes from pleasant to mysterious. That's because peeking out from the sky is what appears to be a strange pink-red monument, or else some kind of giant being with its arm held out. You can click up and down any part of this road and still look up to find whatever this strange anomaly is gazing down from above. Some people say this sky sighting is a creature, but I have a much more rational and less exciting explanation. I'm pretty sure this is part of the pole on top of the car that the camera is attached to. Normally, this part of the car is edited out, but I guess some kind of glitch in their algorithm let a piece of it show. As a result, it looks like something suspended high above. That's my theory, at least. Let me know if you agree, or...
That makes sense more than trying to figure out if there's anything paranormal about it. That makes a lot more sense.
Do you think this really was some kind of strange sighting in the sky? Number 6. A YouTube duo called Alone and Afraid are ghost hunting in a haunted cemetery in Port Arthur, Texas. While scanning the perimeter, they barely managed to catch a moving shadow that has no reason to stand out, let alone step aside. Look again. At 26 minutes and 58 seconds, a shadow is standing in front of a marker, and then it moves away. The camera goes out of focus in the exact same area where they last saw the shadow's movement. Now standing in the middle of the cemetery with only a flashlight on them, the two begin hearing scary noises coming from the darkness.
She was asking for help. I'm hearing stuff all around us. This place is just super
I
eerie.
would classify this as extremely haunted. So, as promised, we're going to come back.
They hear approaching footsteps in the still night.
We're going to come back.
But when they explore the area with their flashlight, a blurred camera is all they can see, like an invisible presence is standing near. Number 5. It's 2008 and
That's kind of creepy. You know, when you go to cemeteries to do paranormal investigations, you're bound to catch something.
two friends record themselves playing video games because they're bored and live streaming doesn't exist yet. As they're getting frustrated at Mario and talk trash on each other's skills, they both fail to see a ghostly watcher at the window. At 43 seconds, a pale blue face appears and then fades away. It could be a ghost in the window like they claim, but I think more realistically, it was probably a reflection of one of their friends in the same room as them. It kind of looks like one of their friends is shining a flashlight up at their face to give a spooky effect, even though this video has been...
That was like one of my first thoughts right there, is that it's one of their friends outside, you know, that knowing that they have a camera and they're playing a joke, and he's playing a joke on them.
freaking people out for over 12 years now. I think it's most likely staged. Number 4. Not too long ago, this creepy clown was freaking everyone out in Clinton Township, Michigan. The unfriendly fiend stands outside of a car wash with no vehicle in sight and nothing to offer besides a weird wave. It curiously turns its head to the side, studying them in a way I find intimidating. According to the uploader, this clown tried to follow their car, though no video of the chase has surfaced to corroborate this part of the story, so maybe it was made up. The clown was never identified, and police said they would not investigate since technically it was doing nothing wrong. I guess it's not against the law to wave hello, but still. Tell me if you agree that this clown should have been questioned for standing around in the middle of the night causing panic, or do you think it's just not a big deal? Number 3.
In that case, I don't think that was a big deal.
This still frame of a skinny humanoid with open arms and a barely discernible expressionless face has been freaking people out for years now, and here's why. The picture itself is creepy and some say it's evidence of the Greys, as they are known in some circles, but the backstory is even weirder. Apparently, this is the only remaining screenshot of a video that's been deleted everywhere, presumably because it's real. Now, if there's one thing I know how to find, it's scary videos. With that said, I have looked all over for the full video of this picture and I've turned up nothing. I can only conclude that this is either a Photoshop with no accompanying video, or else it's a leaked video that's been successfully scrubbed off the internet. If anyone is able to find the original video, or recognizes this picture from somewhere, then post the link. Let's see if anyone in the community can provide more background information of this creepy, mysterious, and most importantly, unexplained screenshot. Number 2.
Okay, I'm probably gonna see that in my nightmares tonight. That was really creepy.
Power goes out and a man must go into the basement to find the circuit breaker. There's only one problem.
This is where I heard the booming at night.
Once he gets downstairs, his beam is swallowed in the darkness, and while fumbling around, he barely catches a glimpse of a pale face down there with him. And by the time he gets the flashlight to work again, it's already too late. Whatever this is, a face-up, ghost or otherwise, I doubt it's a mask because at 50 seconds you can see its mouth open and its smile fade away as it lunges forward. It doesn't grab him and he is able to get away, so if this is real, then it could be one of the highest resolution ghost sightings ever caught on camera to date. I've got a challenge for you.
Okay, that was a good jump scare. That was a good jump scare. I gotta props for that.
Number 1. Bill and Lisa have a problem at home that's not the average couple's quarrel. Bill keeps seeing movement in the house, so he sets up an infrared camera system to catch it on tape. This narrow figure glides across their dark doorway at night. Here it is again from another angle, an imp-like figure roughly the size of a child moving towards the stairs. It enters their master bedroom next. It's not tall but looks powerful, and a short while later the shadow figure runs down the
Bullshit. I'm already calling this. This is bullshit. This is someone wearing a hoodie through a different camera. This footage, because the footage all looks the same in each shot. It always looks the same. It looks like this person walking down a street, their attention gets diverted and they turn away. It's all the same. Watch.
Like figure roughly the size of a child moving toward angle.
It walks in the same.
Moving towards the stairs.
It walks the same way.
Master bedroom next. It's not tall but looks powerful. And a short while later, the shadow figure runs down the stairs and out the door. This is most likely special effects, but there is one reason it could be real. Infrared technology is designed to detect heat, so when something is purple like this shadow figure, it means it's detecting the absence of heat. In other words, the passing chill of something that...
Or it could mean that the footage was digitally edited. Because, you don't need infrared to be able to project an image onto the completed copy like that.
That is in the shape of a human. Bill also claims to have been followed by this shadow figure, despite moving to a new location. So tell me if this video is enough to make you believe him.
It's not. That's a bad video. That wasn't even a good attempt. Why was that your number one, Chills? That one was terrible. Hell.
Ghost or otherwise, I doubt it's a mask because of...
Hell, this is scarier than that one.
Whatever this is, a face-up, ghost or otherwise, I doubt it's a mask.
Alright, moving on to the next one. The scariest TikTok videos of 2020. Number 3.
The scariest TikTok videos found in 2000.
Why does it say number 3? Oh, look, see, it says number 3. Dude, Frostmer, love you, buddy, but you gotta learn your Roman numerals here.
I'm out of the city this month, but I'm sure we can creep out once more together. Now let's buckle up and stay frosty.
Living room shadow.
Victoria Sampson is another example for mysterious apparitions that can be captured unknowingly by anybody on the platform. Today she is performing a dance on the porch when she captures an eerie sighting behind her in the house. Of course, it is said that nobody was home at the time, and her TikTok status basically just says, "Can you see the ghost in the background?" Person appears, seemingly grabbing something, and then disappearing out of the frame. I have to be honest here. It could simply be Grandma, who's grabbing something off the kitchen table in my opinion.
Yeah?
But what do I know? Your thoughts?
Well, if she's telling the truth and no one else was home at the time, then that's creepy. But if she's lying, yeah, that's Grandma, man.
Grenadust was performing one of these nice kitchen dances. He was totally concentrated on his choreography, and his profile as well never really stood out for anything supernatural. He said that everybody was gone at the time, even his siblings, but yet what appears to be a little person can be seen in the back.
Ah, yes, I've seen that. I've seen this one too. It's creepy looking, for sure.
Another case that is not easy to tell. It could be a little shadow person for sure. Here, we want to follow TikTok user RB on one of his newest paranormal adventures. If you have watched my TikTok videos before, you know that he is haunted by paranormal activity in his own home. As shown in this example, a poltergeist seemed to be up for some mischief in his garage. Seems to reach a peak, and RB gets a really good run for his money. The bathroom seems to inherit some odd sounds that grab RB's attention. I feel this is where a lot of the old activity took place as well. Checks underneath the sink, and nothing.
Okay. Okay. Another good one. Not as good as that first one that got me, but that was another good one.
Viewers believe that it could actually be a demon. Notice how there is no connection between the hand and the arm. definitely mind-boggling.
Ha ha ha.
Jack.
Ha ha ha. 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 Yeah, that was a dumb scare.
Recorded this little clip and uploaded it on her TikTok. The idea was that Alexa, which is Amazon's smart speaker system, should simply repeat what Jackie is saying, and it sure was a lot to take in for the device. Yet the response is quite unusual.
Alexa, Simon says ha 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 ha.
It almost sounds like a real person on the phone that is dropping the receiver. What a mystery.
That is creepy. Plastic Buddy, yay!
It's a little bit confusing, but I tried to get the story together as good as I can. There is that TikTok user named Lebriano, and besides streaming online games, he's also recording different videos with his friends once in a while. He's got a strange mannequin doll, which at first was supposed to be only a cool prop, but maybe there's more to it. Lebriano started to document really weird occurrences once the doll was within the four walls of his house. This is one of his first recordings. After a friend had left, he went to continue streaming to his audience a little bit longer, but it looks like the mannequin in the background also wanted a piece of that.
Okay, that's creepy.
Being irritated by this event, he pushes the mannequin back and calls it a night. The following video just says, "I heard weird sounds and went to check." You see the mannequin doll propped up in one of the rooms of his house. He goes on and states that after the odd events during the live stream, he decided to record the whole night for anything strange that could potentially take place. So he puts the camera in front of the mannequin and promises to share with the viewers what happened the day after. But a little bit later, things take a turn. Apparently, he can notice really strange noises stemming from the room where the mannequin is stored in. And to his surprise, he's unable to open the door. Something seems to have locked it, so the only option to get in there is through the balcony. There appeared to be something wrong with the room. All of his clothes seem to be scattered across the floor. There's a mysterious black powder. Of course, Lebriano has no idea where it stems from. The phone he tried to record the whole night was broken and got thrown to the ground. But behold, apparently the security camera from across could capture the balcony from the other side, and the mannequin can be seen moving around in there.
That is what?
Trisha has sent me this clip from her.
I don't know. I mean, it's possible that could be hoax, but at the same time, it's way too elaborate to waste so much time on.
TikTok, in which he's singing a song, while there appears to be some unseen force unfolding in the background. Wheelchairs being moved from the wall towards the door. I don't know.
Okay, I didn't notice that at first.
And if it is not a hoax, maybe some paranormal play involved here. What do you think? Hey guys, if you wish to support me to enjoy many more videos, please consider becoming a member and joining my channel. You'll get custom emojis.
The lady.
Alexis has sent me this clip from a random TikTok user, and apparently it features the spirit of a lady. It says the user captured it right next to a graveyard. What exactly are we looking at here?
Wait.
Is the man... What exactly are we looking at here? As the man tries to get...
I'm skeptical about it being paranormal or a spirit or something like that because it's leaving a shadow. If you look closely right here, you can see a shadow move with the ghost. You know, pay close attention to this part right here. I will slow it down. So that way you can see that there's a shadow right there that moves with the ghost. See? See? It's the shadow was moving with the ghost. It was very faint, but it was there.
What exactly are we looking at here? As the man tries to get another look of the apparition,
it's fake.
He gets shook pretty bad.
Good effects though, that's for sure.
Maybe this creature was related to Cthulhu or something. Aaron has forwarded me the next video. He tells me that it was recorded by his uncle in Chihuahua, Mexico. Apparently an accident had occurred on a highway where a fuel truck crashed and caught on fire. It happened in front of their family's gas station, and his uncle was in the car at the time with his friends. They know that nobody was there at the time besides them, and they were all situated inside the car. Yet there was a mysterious laughter, plus they caught a shape.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. I'm gonna do that. Okay.
I thought at first it might look like a girl, but I'm not sure.
Mila! You turned on the fan all by yourself! Nice. Now, as for that one, I can't explain the laughter, but that figure that appeared did look like just a walking pedestrian.
Any unidentified person seems to be peeking out of the dark there.
Meh. I've seen a lot scarier tonight so far.
Maybe just a friend who's playing a prank on them.
Looks like a dog. Yeah, you see the elongated ear right there of like it looks like a mastiff. All right, next one. Five scary videos only brave people can watch. Bring it. Ooh, just that intro shot. Wow. I must search mix on that one. I'm bet 50-50 on it. Ooh.
It takes a few seconds for the bedroom door to slowly start to open, slowly itself. Then Chris repeats the exact same phrase, and it seems as though the spirit of this house heard his command loud and clear. Come on, Dad. Watch this. Is anyone in here? Open that door. Harder than that. This definitely seems like something that could happen, as it is not overly crazy, but merely a ghostly presence opening the man's door. That doesn't make it any less hair-raising.
Again, 50-50 on that one.
Cause my by the name of Edward Swiss Scan shared a video from the public social media service TikTok, which seems to display some fairly unsettling content. The video was created by
Mela,
TikTok user Alden Armstrong.
please don't do somersaults that close to the edge.
Filled with funny and entertainment videos, but this one is much darker than usual. Take a look at the video that this TikTok user filmed and see what they capture on camera.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This video is really hard to explain. Dolls are typically considered to be innocent tools that babies and children all around the world like to play with to have a friend.
Alright guys, just real quick, I'm gonna go grab my daughter a melatonin, get her to sleep.
I think that there's someone now. There's the papa.
Alright, here you go, Mila. Unfortunately, we don't have any more milk right now.
Please.
Mila, we don't have any more milk. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Want your nighttime treat? Man, there's only so much I can do right now. Will you please take the nighttime treat? Thank you, sweetheart. I'm sorry we don't have any milk right now. We'll get some tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm back.
So the fact that this particular dog is
Ow!
Oh my god.
It is still unclear to this day how this dog was regularly crossing, seemingly all by itself. But we hope that the original uploader of this TikTok video got to the bottom of things and either got rid of the haunted dog or got it down inside. It's a popular subreddit that people use to dish in a whole bunch of videos relating to various different creatures, such as the use of Bigfoot, aliens, etc. One user mentioned the name shared a video to the subreddit that is sure to chill your bones. The uploader describes that the video was filmed at his uncle's security camera outside of his house in West Virginia. It goes on to say that his uncle lives 1
Whoa, okay.
Pues solo que con un perro de cualquier materia. Es decir, si nosotros estamos estudiando tanto de relacionado con el salud, el dato de no me suena la tanto de relacionado con el salud, el dato de no me.
Okay, that's creepy. Either way, it is scary as hell. Karen called the police. Oh, Karen called the manager is what it says. Alright, Nukes. You haven't let me down before?
I'll find ghosts.
Bring it on, buddy.
Meanwhile, on TikTok. TikTok user Alicia Newland is alone in her bathroom to record a TikTok video when she captures something truly terrifying.
I've seen this before.
TikTok user Bailey is the out. All just an elaborate hoax.
My initial thought was, you know, as scary as it was, it could have just been a relative of hers who was brought in during a jump cut. And it was made to look like a scary encounter.
TikTok user Bailey is the operations manager of an old theater that dates all the way back to the early 1900s. Bailey claims that the theater is extremely haunted, with with strange sightings and unexplained voices occurring on a daily basis. Now, for security reasons, Bailey decided not to share the name of the theater on TikTok. But after some digging, I was able to find the name and the location of the theater. However, I will respect Bailey's wishes and I won't share it here. But I do think it's worth noting that the theater is a very haunted past. People believe the theater's founder, who passed away 60 years ago, haunts the Playhouse to this day, still looking after his theater. One night, when Bailey is alone in the Playhouse, he captures something horrifying.
Alright guys, so I work at this old theater and been hearing a noise. It's a really beautiful theater, as you can see, if you can see it at all. I keep hearing a noise in here. There's not supposed to be anybody here, so just double checking, but I wanted to film it just in case. There's the ghost light. It's a light to keep on for ghosts, for people who still remain here and whatnot. What is that?
Figure of a man wearing a suit can be seen in the theater's old private balcony. Bailey says he's the only one who has access to the area where the apparition can be seen, so no one could have been up there. So could
That's
this be
creepy.
The theater's founder still wandering around and keeping an eye on the place? Let me know what you think. In this next
That was creepy, man. What? I gotta say, I'm torn on that one.
video, TikTok user Saleha Ileana is hanging out in the attic with her friend, and something absolutely terrifies them.
What if it's a raccoon? Why is she answering? She's in there with us around. She's not in there. Get up! There's something happening. What? Oh my god! Oh my god! Why was it knocking? It was completely closed. Like I shut it. Like it closes with the lock. Slay! I'm shaking!
Oh boy.
Saleha is trying to call her mom while screaming out for her as a door in the attic seems to open on its own. Saleha and her friend are terrified and have no idea what can be opening the attic door.
Wait.
She posted her creepy encounter on TikTok, and the video went viral. Then
I shut it. Like it closes with the lock. Slay! I'm shaking!
Saleha is trying to call her mom on her phone while simultaneously screaming out for her as a door in the attic.
Okay. He did not point this out. He did not point this out. I'm going to point it out to him, though. Alright, I'm going to lower it to 50%. Now watch. Okay, now when okay, now it's going to show the camera panning back to the girl. But walking on the opposite side and walking in the opposite direction, you can see a shadow figure. Watch.
Saleha is trying to call her.
You see it?
I shut it. Like it closes off.
I'm sleeping.
Right there. Right there. Shadow figure right there. I'm sorry. I gotta point that out. Man, you got your own phone. I'm using this for my last stream.
Mommy, wake up, wake up! Mommy, wake up! Mommy, wake up! What's in the view? Mommy, mommy! Mommy, 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 wake up! Mommy, wake up, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up, wake up! Wake up, wake up! Wake up, wake up!
I don't know if anyone else noticed this.
Wake up, wake up! Wake up, wake up! Wake up, wake up! Wake up, wake up!
Man, I don't hit mommy with that.
So Leia's trying to call.
Just doing my due diligence.
For Mom on her phone while simultaneously screaming out for her as a door in the attic seems to open on its
Mommy,
own.
wake up, wake up! Wake up, wake up! Wake up, wake up!
Hold on, guys. I gotta attend to this. Alright guys, we're back. Sorry about that.
Terrified and having no idea what could be opening the attic door, she posted her creepy encounter on TikTok, and the video went viral. Then, 4 days later, she's in the attic again, this time all alone.
So I told my mama about the demon, and went boogaboo, and then I got really scared, so she told me my mom to go to the attic, because she's scared, she got me down. And so I went to go take a shower, I got out of the shower, she's sleeping, so now it's time to go to the attic.
The bullshit don't be scared. I'd be running my ass out of there.
So it turns out there's a fucking raccoon in my attic. My mom got it out.
So, the terrifying demonic creature from hell, after all, was a raccoon. So Leia's TikTok viewers have mixed reactions to this comical explanation. Because sure, a raccoon can tip over a box, but can a raccoon swing open an attic door the way it did in her first video? Many viewers believe that it still could have been something paranormal. What do you think?
I know it was. I saw that shadow figure.
Obsession. Russian YouTuber Dennis from the YouTube channel Dark Ghost received a strange message from a woman who had seen several of his videos. She explains that her son was very much into the paranormal. He had a large collection of ghostly pictures and paintings and was obsessed with trying to understand the afterlife. After his grandmother passed away, he saw the perfect opportunity to establish contact with her at her home. He left his mother's house with the intention of staying at his deceased grandmother's place for a few days.
You crazy, man.
Later, his mother got an alarming phone call from her son. In great distress, he explained that objects in the house were moving on their own, and he could hear the angry, threatening voices of both of his deceased grandparents. Before his mother had time to make sense of his call, the line went dead. Soon after, her son's lifeless body was found on the street outside his grandmother's home. He had passed away from a heart attack. The woman is now absolutely devastated and is trying to find an explanation for her son's untimely passing. Dennis travels to the
That is scary. Oh, that's creepy to think about.
his mother's home to investigate. During the day, he sets up cameras in the home to record while he's preparing for his nighttime investigation. While he's away, the cameras capture something very disturbing.
Yep.
Figure crosses the room, and soon after, the whole house begins to shake violently. Even more compelling, if you look closely, this is not simply a camera trick. Objects throughout the entire room can actually be seen vibrating. When Dennis returns to start his nighttime investigation, he has no idea what his cameras have captured. As he's about to turn his cameras back on to record, this happens. After Dennis hears a loud bang and watches as the cabinet door moves on its own, he decides to take his investigation a step further by turning off all the lights, leaving only one dim red light to illuminate his video. He goes through some cabinets and drawers and finds some creepy pictures that were most likely left behind by the woman's deceased son. The son is said to have collected strange and allegedly paranormal photos from the internet. As Dennis is looking through the photos, things take a terrifying turn. Startles Dennis, and now frozen with fear, he stares into the darkness at what sounds like heavy footsteps seeming to come closer and closer. Now very creeped out, he decides to simply put the photos back into the drawer and end his investigation. So could the terrifying activity in the house be the spirits of the woman's son and his grandparents? Or is it something more dark and sinister?
I'll tell you what, it ain't no hoax. That is too much for a hoax.
Let me know what you think in the comments. To watch Dennis's full investigation,
No.
check out his YouTube channel, Dark Ghost. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at dukestop5@gmail.com. The Art of Fear. Mason Kratz of Redcliffe, Australia recently renovated an old 1930s warehouse that had been sitting empty for over 25 years. Mason converted the old warehouse into an art studio / bar called Arts and Drafts. Basically, customers can paint a picture and have a cold one at the same time. Mason says that since he began renovations on the 1930s warehouse, he has seen and heard many odd things around the old building. But being a skeptic, he has always just dismissed the strange occurrences. That is until late one night around 2 a.m. The Arts and Drafts studio is closed for the night. Mason is working late, all alone in the building, when he experiences something downright terrifying.
So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I've been working in the studio, and the last couple of nights I've been hearing really creepy sounds. I've been hearing footsteps and like seeing things out of the corner of my eye. Now, this is a really big old building, and so that's got me a little bit frightened. The top of it was just a few minutes, and
Sorry guys. A bug on the keyboard trying to get it off.
I was going to the bathroom, and I was standing in the stall, and I swear someone grabbed the back of my shoulder while I was standing there, and I freaked out. So, if something happens, I want to have it on video.
Feeling his nerves, Mason heads back upstairs to check out the area where he had his chilling encounter, filming as he goes.
So this is where I was sitting right there. The lights are open in the bathrooms, of course. Hello?
I did see it. Just right there.
Ends the video. A face with glowing eyes can be seen at the end of the hallway, and it seems to be staring directly at him. What makes the footage even creepier is the fact that the face appears 10 to 15 feet above a staircase. No one or nothing could have been standing up there.
And you can see how far it is. I think it was looking around this edge. And there's nothing to stand on.
Mason Kratz has never caught anything paranormal on camera and is not even a believer in the supernatural. But this experience just might have changed his mind.
That's creepy.
Masonic Cemetery in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Grieving families begin to notice something
I think that one was real.
very disturbing. Decorations and toys that were placed at the graves of their loved ones started to go missing. One of the families decided to set up a hidden trail camera in a tree to capture pictures of whoever was stealing the grave decorations. Instead, they caught something truly bizarre. When they checked the trail camera, they found strange, unexplainable images of a small girl wandering around the cemetery in the middle of the night. Worried that the girl might be lost, they showed the pictures to the cemetery staff. The workers were shocked to their core. They said they knew who the small girl was, and then led the family to the nearby grave of little Fabiola Gonzalez. The next day, they showed the pictures to the young girl's mother, Sandra Gonzalez. The grieving mother burst into tears. Sandra says that she immediately recognized her deceased young daughter, Fabiola. She said that she had no doubt that it was her daughter. Even in the grainy photo, she said she could still instantly recognize her little girl, from her hair to her clothes and even her shoes. Sandra Gonzalez shared the photos on her Facebook page to raise awareness about her daughter's tragic passing. And I highly recommend that you read more about Fabiola's very sad story over on Sandra Gonzalez's Facebook page, Obey Sandrizi. The hospital.
I'm about to cry, guys. That was a gut-wrenching one.
Of shadows. Over on the popular Mexican YouTube urbex channel Terror al Extremo, Luis Manuel Mote and his crew explored the abandoned Gonzalo Castaneda Hospital in Mexico City, Mexico. The hospital has been abandoned for 9 years after it was announced that the whole building could possibly collapse at any time. The property has been left in a state of decay. Curious explorers who dare to enter the building say that they have heard strange and unexplained sounds, and some claim to have seen the terrifying apparition of a young girl wandering the halls. As the Terror al Extremo team explores the creepy abandoned hospital, it seems like they might not be alone.
Sí, aquí se alcanza a ver bien la mano. Como una especie de dedos.
As the Terror al Extremo team climbs a dangerous staircase, a heavy door falls.
Okay, now this could just be. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't know for sure. I'm just gonna put it out there. This could be a faint reflection of light coming from a window or ghost eyes. Right there. Those are ghost eyes. Those are ghost eyes. They moved. They moved. I don't know if Nix is gonna point it out or not. I'll keep watching the video, see if he points it out.
The Terror Out Extremo team climbs a dangerous staircase. A heavy door falls over on its own. Even creepier, the door appears to be covered in bizarre small handprints. It's almost as if someone or something tried to shove the door over onto the team as they were walking there only moments earlier. Throughout their investigation, they keep hearing strange, unexplained sounds, but they are unable to identify the source.
Alright, I got another thing I gotta point out. Okay, hold on. I want to see if anyone else pointed that part out yet. Either. Nope, no one's pointed it out. I'm the only one that's pointed out two things in this video. Crazy.
Sí, aquí se alcanza a ver bien la mano. Como una especie de...
As the Terror Out Extremo team climbs a dangerous staircase, a heavy door falls over on its own. Even creepier, the door appears to be covered in bizarre small handprints. It's almost as if someone or something tried to shove the door over onto the team as they were walking there only moments earlier. Throughout their investigation, they keep hearing strange, unexplained sounds, but they are unable to identify the source. Then they hear something again and go to check it out. And they see something.
¿Qué pasó?
Traspasó el muro, güey.
Lewis and his team claim that they see some dark shape actually walk right through a brick wall, but they're too late to capture it on camera. However, at the exact moment they see the figure, a strange moan can be heard very close to the camera. Now, the team investigates the entire building, but they don't seem to be able to capture very much on camera. At least, that's what they thought. When they upload the video to YouTube, viewers of the Terror Out Extremo channel spot some very creepy moments that the ghost hunters missed. In this scene, Lewis and cameraman Yanni are discussing the garbage and litter strewn around the room. But then, this happens.
I saw it. There was a figure. There was a woman. There was a figure of a woman walking across the adjoining building. Right there. course, that could just be an employee at that office building, because that office building looks like it's still being used.
Como que destinado con más así como, no sé, ¿no? Como
Wait.
como que destinado con más así como, no sé, ¿no? Como casa, de varios.
Yep, there's a shadow walking by.
Did you see it? As the camera pans towards Lewis, a bizarre shadow figure can be seen walking by the doorway right behind him. Both Lewis and cameraman Mitchell don't notice the figure as it walks past them not once, but twice. But it gets even creepier. When they reach the rooftop of the abandoned hospital, they find what appears to be a broken down small storage area. Heavy pieces of air conditioning equipment block the entrance, making it impossible for them to go inside. So instead, they quickly film the inside of the storage space before leaving to go back downstairs. What their camera captures is downright chilling.
Chiquito lugar. Bueno, como podemos ver ahí, son como nada más como turbinas, ¿no?
I see it. I see the shadow at the very end.
Ajá. Bueno, pues aquí no hay nada. Es puro de aire acondicionado o turbinas, algo así, no sé qué sea.
A shadowy, mysterious figure seems to be staring at them from the darkness, but they don't see it. They simply decide to end their exploration and head back downstairs. But what do you think this could be? Is something haunting the creepy hospital? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Alright, he didn't mention the eyes.
As always,
You decide.
You can watch the full video over on the YouTube channel, Terror Alex Streamo. Thanks for watching.
Alright, there were two...
updates, extra videos, and sometimes I just kind of ramble on there. But either way, thank you, and I'll see you.
There are two things that he didn't point out that I noticed. So yeah, I should be doing. I'm definitely gonna start doing this stuff. All right, moving on to the next one.
Nothing can prepare you for these scary videos.
All right, 5 scary videos only brave people can handle. I watched one of those already from Sir Spooks, but this one's from Chills. So
You are either already brave enough to handle it, or do you not have what it takes? Number 5. A creepy dashcam video from Saudi Arabia shows a woman sitting in the middle of a busy highway. She seems to be stuck in a trance as she stares straight ahead, taking a high beam to the face without looking down or covering her eyes. It's unclear how long she has been here for, or for how much longer she intends to stay. Meanwhile, the driver seems to be having a conversation with a young passenger. They don't speak much, but tell me what is being said here during this short exchange, if you can. Just when it seems like they're about to pull around her, the mysterious figure speaks in a shrill voice. Two people approach her in uniform, probably police, and she waves them off. I imagine that they are telling her this is unsafe, but apparently she doesn't want any of their help and seems perfectly content screaming in the street. I have no idea what information could be so important that she feels the need to do this. Some people are saying this is a witch sighting, and that she is foretelling a future of some kind. Something possibly of terrible proportions that you and I definitely don't want to come true, no matter what the situation is. I really hope she gets the help she so clearly needs.
Me too. That girl is deranged.
Talk about a ghost hunting channel called Beyond to the haunted Ashmore Estates on June 25th, 2020 to see what kind of creepy things they could find in Illinois. As the legend goes, 32 people met their end in this poorly run asylum between 1870 and 1879. Their rooms were filled with rats and flies when they were found. The building was abandoned in the 1980s, and that's when people started using it to perform strange rituals, further adding to the evil within. On the second floor, they could smell a rotten stench in one room and think a spirit could be near. They set up their paranormal equipment and began scanning the airwaves, hoping to catch an EVP on camera.
Dude, I feel like I just seen a shadow walk in front of my camera, bro.
A shadow figure darts in front of them, followed by an orb that mysteriously appears while talking about creepy stuff, walking in front of the camera. Exploring the haunted asylum, and then, less than a minute later, a noise comes from the same area that the shadow figure was running off to.
I seen something walk across there, I swear to God. There's no cars down there? There's no any cars can go past that way? No.
Just like before, they see movements and then an orb appears. It's definitely a weird coincidence, but not nearly as terrifying as what happens next.
What do you down there? Dude, you see it walk past?
A mysterious light passes through the hallway. Definitely a ghost if you ask them. If that's a door leading outside, then I was thinking it might just be car headlights. But check this out. At 14 minutes 13 seconds, a wispy ray of light appears, but they cannot explain and neither can I. The ghost of a girl is rumored to roam these halls, and that sounds like a good explanation as any. When they tried to communicate with her, it apparently works.
Are you here with us?
Their paranormal equipment registers a response to their question, and an orb flies by. The timing of both events is too much of a coincidence for me not to mention. So between these strange lights, meeting shadows, and oddly responsive orbs, I think this asylum is way haunted.
I agree. That's real.
Shabir 1000 caught a scary moment on camera that simply should not have happened, and then another scary moment during his live stream while trying to explain it. So he's telling us a story about something that happened to him late at night.
And little story on that is, I don't sleep in the garage.
The door nudges open with a gentle click. He almost notices it, but is too involved in his story to really understand that the door, which was all the way shut, is now open a crack.
And the other night, while I was watching, I caught something on camera too that I'm going to put in here for you, and then I'll narrate through the camera itself when I show that footage.
Ironically, the more Shabir 1000 talks about what he saw on his CCTV system late at night, a sighting that he thinks could have been paranormal, mind you, the wider the door opens. His head is blocking the doorway, so it's hard to tell if a figure was standing there, but something is opening the door, and ghost or no ghost, it definitely was not him. Claims to have been alone the entire time, so I wanted to know if you believe him, since almost all of his videos are about non-paranormal topics.
I'm kind of on the fence on that one. On this one,
I think
this one could be easily faked.
If you're wondering about what he caught on CCTV late at night,
okay.
What he thinks is a ghost story floats clear across the screen, performs a lazy leap, and then disappears.
Can't really fake that easily.
This is a bug because it materializes out of thin air. If you look closely, you can see other bugs fly by that look nothing like this orb. Like here at 2 minutes, for instance.
Okay.
That's a bug. And this is something else. Anyway, he wasn't reading the chat at the time, so he freaks out when they later tell him that a ghost opened his door. He tries to recreate it, and as part of this video shows, there really is no way to open the door without first turning the knob. Even though material. It doesn't open any wider on its own. He steps on the other side of the door, where someone would have been standing, and tries to push it open without turning the knob. No luck. When he opens the door, it stays in the same position.
Weird.
Weird indeed. And unless someone has a better explanation, it's probably paranormal.
I'm leaning more towards paranormal now because of the orb.
Phantasma House Paranormal that I think needs to get more attention because of how creepy their investigations are. Take this cemetery exploration in the UK for example. They wanted to find out if this cemetery is as haunted as people claim, so they set up paranormal tracking equipment, and after a while the answer becomes an obvious yes. Their first sighting happens so fast, so watch closely.
Show me again.
At 2 minutes and 4
Damn,
seconds, it looks like this ghost is sitting on the roof of the church. There's absolutely nothing there that resembles an actual person, so I don't think it is a glitch. And when he talks to the ghost, it appears at the door directly under the
That
roof.
beep sounds made me jump scare.
To greet him. At 2 minutes and 36 seconds, the ghost walks away from the door, and 10 seconds later it's standing behind him. It wiggles around in front of him for a bit, and then sits back down like it was on the roof. When he looks at it from a different angle, it still appears to be sitting on a marker, which is creepy to think about. A ghost sitting on their own grave. Soon spirits gather all around him in objects that don't resemble a person, and therefore should not be setting off his equipment, yet they do. At one point, the ghost even walks down the steps. He reaches an overgrown portion of the cemetery in the back that's eerie to explore, even in the middle of the day, and he switches on a ghost, a listening device. What he hears next leaves him scared.
Say something now? Okay.
Disrespectful.
Okay, so tell me what you make of that. It could be a ghost scolding him, which is terrifying, but I feel like the app could be listening to his mic and will say certain things in response. In other
That's
words,
possible.
I don't know if that was really supernatural or if it was a pre-programmed.
But it's difficult to fake the motion that that motion tracking device picked up without an actual human being present.
Response to the phrase, I dare you. Here it is again.
Say something now? Okay.
Disrespectful.
I've got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like Oats? Number 1. Donnie and Leanne share a YouTube channel, and both of them were shocked to catch this freakish figure on their doorbell cam. A girl in a doll mask with deep, cracked, creepy eyes. I'm sure you're thinking this is a Halloween video, and so is I, but look at her hands. She has nothing to carry candy in, and no friends or parents are around. Plus, this video was recorded in July of 2019, not October. And look at the time, just before midnight. And she rings the doorbell. An old nursery rhyme plays out of nowhere. Some people are saying the music was edited, while others think this is real. I agree that, well, this is one of the creepiest videos I've seen in a while. Something about it looks staged.
Yeah, I gotta go with that. You know, for one thing, the music that plays, too much of a coincidence for it to be fitting into this. Second of all, the girl, while she is wearing a mask, you can tell just by looking at her eyes right here, she's getting a kick out of this.
Her channel has some videos with their young daughter in it, who's about the same size, so it could have been her. Or maybe this is a random stranger who just wanted to play a joke on her neighbors in the middle of the night. Knew exactly what to do to leave them creeped out. The internet is freaking out over these scary videos.
Yeah, I'll give that little girl this much. She has one sick sense of humor, but it's fake nonetheless. All right, so thank you all so much for joining me on this paranormal live stream. What a crazy ride this has been. I'm gonna get some rest, and hopefully I can get my toe feeling better. I've been laying it down on the bed, as you can see here. Ugh. Yeah, look at the size comparison of both my big toes. Look at that size comparison. You can tell this one's fine, but this one, you can just see that swell. Ugh. I'm not having a good time. But I will see you guys in my next video. Most likely I'll be another stream on Saturday. So, yeah, I will talk to you all later. And